Great. Hey kids, Mr. Schooler back to go over the worksheets that we're going to do today. There's a test tomorrow, and everything on this worksheet is going to be very helpful to you on your test tomorrow. So watch this video, go over the worksheets, work with a friend, ask me questions, so that by the time you leave today, you'll all be really good at all of this stuff. Okay, so this is the first one. It's called Nicest Fruit. Okay, so whenever we have a bar graph, in this case the bar graph is nicest fruit, what we need to do is we need to find the number of each bar. Okay, this one is 35, this one is 30, 10, 25, 40, and 5. So you need to add up all those numbers and get the total. Next thing, you're going to make a fraction, and each fraction is going to be over whatever you got for the total. When it's time to turn it into a percent, use the math button to turn this fraction into a percent. And then the last step, when you have your decimal, you multiply it by 100 to turn it back into a percent. So you need to find the percent of apples, oranges, bananas, kiwis, blueberry, and grapes. Okay, and then when we have a pie graph, they already have the percents. So this one's actually hopefully a lot easier. You need to read the question to find out the total. And then what you do is you take whatever your percent is, you divide it by, you take whatever your percent is and you multiply it by the total. Then you divide by 100. Okay, now with the dot plot, so the first thing you do is you add up all the dots. So you count them all up, and next that'll give you your total dots. Then you find the middle dot to get the median, which means you cross out the lowest, cross out the highest, cross out the next lowest, cross out the next highest until you have one left. To add all the numbers and divide by the total number of dots to get the mean. So first I add all these up, then I divide by how many dots there are. So this would be 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. And then I divide that by how many dots there are. Okay, and finally the box, the stem and whisker. The range, we're going to go from the lowest number, which is the minimum, to the highest number, which is the maximum. The median, I'm going to do MED because that's that middle line there. The quartile 1 is Q1, is this line, and quartile 2 is right here. So there's the minimum, there's quartile 1, there's the median, there's quartile 2, and there's the maximum.